Melissa, this one was a tricky one for me because if I'm an employer, a CEO of a company, part of me is kind of like, I can't afford for every single person that I employ to just give them the opportunity to go out in the world, because you have a lot of people, it goes back down to you give people an inch and they take a mile. I'm not saying that it's right to not give people paid time off. But what I am saying is I feel like this also will push people to be a little bit more responsible outside of work, because you have people that will be like, oh, I'm going to go to this party, I'm going to do whatever, I'm going to go to concerts because I know that even if I do get COVID-19, I'm still going to get paid while I'm at home. So I feel like this, although it is, I'm not saying that it's right, this does make people more responsible outside of work to make you think twice about going to things that could affect not being able to get paid for 2 weeks.
I was about to say, Demi, that is a heck of a way to, play devil's advocate for that argument.
It's an interesting argument. I like that you brought that up because, I always love to bring, what progressive advocates say. And I think it also, just even that argument, when a lot of people make that, and a lot of business owners would tell you that, and they're being honest about it. Yeah. But it goes to show how we value people, how little we value actual human beings in America. Because some progressive activists would say, it's simple. If you can't afford an office building, likely, you can't afford a certain business. Lots of different businesses, if you have to have a physical building, that you go out of business if you can no longer pay your rent, right? But if people say you should still be in business if you can't afford to pay your employees a living wage, pay for their insurance, and pay for them to sit at home if they come up positive with COVID-19. And if we valued humans more, unfortunately, it looks like you can't afford to stay in business if you can't afford to take care of your employees. And a lot of businesses go under for many different reasons.
Which is unfortunate. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead real quick.
No, really quick. I just want to say, but it's also hard to say that I can't afford when someone may have been irresponsible. And like the line of responsible and irresponsibility, like, yes, there's someone that could get COVID-19 doing the right thing and you just catch it in a grocery store. But there are people that actually do irresponsible things that it's like, I just can't afford for you to do whatever you want to. Even when my boss, when I got back to work, the first thing he said to me, he's like, we're at a bubble at work. I can't tell you what not to do outside of work. That's the first thing that he told me. And so that has made me more responsible outside of work, because I know that I cannot afford to be off work for 2 weeks to go to somebody's silly birthday party.
Yeah, you can't risk that. And on top of that, when you think about the lady, I heard her story, her mom lives with her with pre-existing conditions, right? But if she's forced to go back to work, what is she going to do about the kids that she can't tend for? What is she going to do if she goes and gets sick and then brings it back home to her mom? Right. So it's really a catch-22. It's really a tough situation here. I agree with both sides, but Demi, you made a great point by saying, hey, you got to be more responsible.